Hey guys, this is Ryder with Laughing Squid Aquatics, Ryder's Aquarium. I wanted to do a quick video and show you guys what feeding time looks like in my tank. So let's go ahead and start putting some stuff in, and I will let you know what brands I use and why I use them. Okay, so first of all, for flakes, I use omega-1. And they're actually normally referred as a beta type flake, but they're obviously they're for everything. And the reason that I use this is because the ingredients list. First ingredient, salmon, then whole herring, white whole shrimp, halibut, and then it gets into the wheat flour, wheat gluten, and things like that. So it has tons of fish in it right off the bat, right in the ingredients where you want them. So it's healthier, it's not filled with a ton of fillers, and they seem to love it. So put a little bit in here. Let them munch on that, and then I switch over to my omega-1 Veggie mini pellets, and they're slow sinking. Reason I use these, similar to the beta flakes. Take a look at the ingredients: whole kelp, spirulina, salmon, halibut, whole herring, cod, shrimp, and then wheat. So wheat is down in the middle of the ingredients, which means all the major ingredients in this are all natural: spirulina, kelp, and a little bit of like salmon and herring. And my plecostomus and my loaches, my Gastromyzon SP, which is a Borneo sucker loach, I have 2 of them. They just love this stuff, and it's super healthy for them. So they can kind of eat as much as they want. Next, I'll start to put in the larger pellets, and I use Fluval Cichlid pellets because it's a multi-protein formula, and it's good for everything. Ingredients are herring, krill, shrimp, dried potato, earthworm, dried garlic, mussel, dried kelp, fish oil. So that has a ton of really good ingredients, and they just love to eat this stuff. My mollies even love it. They get some of it as well. And normally I just do 2 pinches, small pinches of whatever food I'm putting in, and that way you don't overfeed. But the reason I use a ton of different food in one feeding time and just use little bits of and mix it is because that's the best way to give them a multi vitamin, multi mineral meal that's healthy for their immune system. It's healthy for their slime coat, and that way you're not overfeeding as well, but they can pick and choose what food suits them the best or what they like. Because next I put in omega-1 again, which I really recommend omega-1. They have solid ingredients. It's not fillers or anything like that. Pay the couple extra bucks to get omega-1. It's worth it. I mean, this is dried Pacific plankton. And what I do first is I take a really small pinch and grind it up in my fingers for small pieces, and I put it on the top. And then what I do is I take another pinch, hold it in the water, and I squeeze it because it's dried. Let it suck up all the water, and then that way it's going to sink down. So that way some of my other fish on the bottom can get some nice fresh plankton. Okay, this I use is sinking carnivore pellets. I use these mostly for Ralph, who's my catfish. A couple other catfish eat them, and actually the mollies go crazy for this stuff. It's made by Hikari. The ingredient list is fish, krill, and then it starts to go into minor other stuff, but it's brewer's yeast, cassava starch, soybean. So even the fillers in this are good. Which this is Ralph's favorite food, so that's mostly why I feed it. And I drop it right here in front of this cave for him, so that way he knows where it's at. Whoops, I missed a bit. Okay, lastly, I use 2 different kinds of Pleco discs, which are algae wafers. I use Tetra Veggie, which I crush these up to make them really small, or I use Top Fin algae thins. And the reason I use a brand like Top Fin is mostly just because they seem to prefer these. And I don't know why they go so crazy for these things, but they just love them. The Plecos go nuts. And I've tried a lot of different algae wafers with really good ingredients and stuff like that, and they're just not interested. So we'll just go with this. I put a couple of the really small ones in. I put 2. And that way, both of my larger Plecos I have for my bristle nose, each get one. I have a green dragon, and then I have a chocolate bushy nose. Okay, and as far as dried food goes, that's it for all the little small pinches of food. The other thing that I like to use is frozen bloodworms, and I feed those at night. And I'm a big fan of frozen food. It's the closest thing you can get to fresh food. Freezing it barely alters the ingredients at all. I learned that by keeping snakes, actually. But the bloodworms are extremely important to put in their diet. It's super high in protein. It's fresh. It's good. Every fish loves bloodworms. I mean, anything you can think of. So sometimes while they're eating, I'll also like lower the lights. I'll change the color, do like a moonlit blue. That way they're just a little more comfortable while they eat. It encourages the catfish to come out of their hole to grab something. But I can try to do another video tonight and show the bloodworms when I put those in, because they go into a feeding frenzy for those. But aside from that, I think that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and like the commentary with the food. If you have any questions, please comment or let me know. Send me a message, and I will answer your question the next time I do a video. Thank you, guys.